That's right. With this glove on, you know where this is going. I'm gonna do my horror movie ranking. That's right, it's returned. And I'm starting off this year with your favorite dream demon, Freddy Krueger himself, the Springwood Slasher. Yep, so kicking it off first, the first one, starting with the worst from the best. You guys, hopefully you know how this goes. You're all my children now. So, first, gonna start off with the worst. Freddy's dead. At this point, he's not so scary at all. He just come with these cheesy one-liners and hates up the kills. They're so lame, and the cast is lame. And then they just set up from having he has a daughter that nobody knew he had in the cast, and the plotting out that in Springwood, everyone had forgotten about him because there's no children. There are no children in Springwood anymore. So that's kind of sucky. And they got people in the movie like Rosie O'Donnell and Tom Arnold. And it's just, and now he's trying to move somewhere else with our kids so he can kill. And he's gonna find his daughter. And his daughter kills him. It was in 3D to make it even more weirder. Oh man, it's the kills were lame, and he just run around behind doing cheating and the game controller arm thing, glove. Sorry, when I watch Friday the 13th, it's something I can watch. But with this series franchise, unfortunately, Nightmare on Elm Street, just something have like maybe like 4 movies I can really watch, and this is definitely not one of them. So that's why Freddy's Dead is the first of the worst. Next, the Dream Child. I mean, I give them credit for how they brought him back. You know, Freddy bring his mother back to give rebirth to him so he can come back. And this time he's using Alice's baby dreams to get to her, and every time he kills, he feeds Alice's babies the souls of people he killed. Again, the makeup was weird, the kills were kind of corny and not campy. It was moving farther and farther away from what we love from Freddy in parts 1, 2, and 3, and kind of 4. And this one here, it really didn't do anything for me, you know, with the whole Super Freddy. It just, I mean, okay, it was cool, you know, how they, like I said, how they brought him back. And of course, you know, Freddy never really has a big kill count in this movie, so 3 people, okay, I get it, that's fine. Only thing really good about the movie was, you know, he was in it, he had a glove. And the makeup and the mask, it looks even worse as the movies go on, especially when this one looks so rubbery and thick and Anyway, moving on. This one here, the remake. I know, people didn't know I don't like remakes, but it's way better than Freddy Dead and the Dream Child because it is scary. His one-liners aren't so cheesy and campy. A little weird and darker, but that's what he's supposed to be. And I just think the CGI kind of took away from it. And it was too much CGI in the blood and horror movies. I don't want to see CGI. I want to see puppets and costumes and fake bodies and stuff like this like they used to do in the 80s. Like, I want to see that hard work put in. I want to see some stuff like how Tom Savini used to create. You know, I want to see stuff like that kind of stuff created too. The CGI took away from it. I did enjoy the fact how they was using, like, how if you go so long without sleep, how you will start hallucinating, you will start getting reality mixed up with dream world, and it will cause you, when you finally do sleep, it's like impossible to wake you up. So I did like that part of it. I wasn't a big fan of the new Freddy. Sorry, buddy, you did okay. Then I don't like how they CGI the makeup. That took away from it, and I'm sorry, you just can't be Robert Englund. I'm sorry. I mean, the movie's better than Freddy Dead and Dream Child, but yeah. Anyway, moving on. Now this next one, geez, Freddy Vs Jason. When I first saw it when I was younger, because I really didn't just really pay attention to movies and stuff like that. I just liked it because of the people that was in it and the characters. But now that I look back on it, I'm not that big a fan of it. Gotta tell you why. Because it was too much of bodies just flying all over the place when they get hit. And flying here and flying there. And how you made it seem like Jason's afraid of water. No. Jason's not afraid of water because he killed people in water. He's swam in water. He's been underwater so many times in movies. So this was a big no-no. That was sucked. And the fact that they didn't have Kane Hodder, like he's really pretty much almost everybody's favorite person who has portrayed Jason. And Freddy was cool. I like how they show how Freddy was trying to come back and how he went to found Jason because people forgot him. That's how you beat Freddy, by not giving him power of his fears, and you just forget about him. I mean, that was cool, and, you know. And it kind of gave some more backstory to the characters that we never heard of, knew about. So that was kind of like, who are these guys? And when did Freddy attack your brother? We don't remember him. Like, at least gave us somebody that Freddy actually attacked in the past that had a younger brother, maybe. I did like the fact that they did bring back Weston Hills, you know, from part 3. But overall, it was just it was not scary. The victims in this movie, they were so superficial, like Kelly rolling the nose thing, and it just anyway. Only one good kill was the whole bed thing. Cool. Next one, the Dream Master. For me, this was like the one last good one. You know, one of the last good ones. You know, with Freddy before he got really campy, so to say. That was done in the 80s. I like how they brought him back after part 3, and he came back. You shouldn't have buried me. I'm not dead. That was cool, and then the dog peeing fire. Oh my goodness. That's why I don't want a dog. Cause a dog pissing fire. I don't want that in my home or around my kids. So, you know, and then it's just, but then the kill, and I like this because he made it like it's more personal, attacking Alice's brother and using him as bait to scare her, and then the powers can switch between the powers and the souls. Like, he took the souls to be killed, and she got the dream powers, which kind of fed from part 3. If you've seen part 3, you understand the whole soul power thing, you know, love. And how she can bring people into her dreams, and it kind of made Freddy have more victims than the whole pizza thing. Ooh, Rick, you little meatball. I love soul food. I'm trying to be careful not to cut myself, because guys, this is real. It's a real glove. These are real blades. Yeah, I kind of cut myself when I opened it. They got this off razorgloves.com. It's when I bought it, even it smelled like handcraft. Like, I feel like Freddy Krueger himself gave it to me, so I don't wear it too often. Plus, it scares the crap out of my wife. So, yeah. Anyway, moving on to the next one, and I feel like this one, Witchcraft of Night, do not get the credit it deserves, because I feel like it was kind of ahead of its time. Because before this one, you really never got a horror movie that mentioned actual other horror movies before. And I think Scream owes credit to this movie, Witchcraft Nightmare, because Scream, they acknowledged other horror movies and it made it more reality horror instead of just like, oh, this is fictional, we know it's fictional. It gave it more of a reality horror, like Scream was. Like, they're like, this is like real life happening, but it's like in a horror movie. Real life people are in a horror movie instead of fictional characters in a movie. So, and that's why I feel like I like this one, and it gave us that creepy, scary, probably the creepy and scariest thing we've ever seen Freddy Krueger, with that fedora and the coat, long coat, and the leather pants and the boots. I would love to be that version of Freddy Krueger one year for Halloween. I really would. That would be pretty dope. And the bone glove, it wasn't a traditional glove, it was a bone glove. Even the thumb had a claw. So that was pretty dope. I mean, other than, you know, it was kind of slow at times. It picked up, and the kills were kind of, it was low and kind of spread out. It was just, it's not in the top 3, but like I said, it's Freddy at his most creepiest. But it's not there because the characters, you know, it's reality. But you know, it kind of, you know, killed Nancy in part 3. So, you know. I mean, I'm saying creepy because he looked like he was like real evil, and it was like a demon using Freddy's form, because it wasn't really actually supposed to be Freddy. It was a demon using Freddy as a form to get into the real world. You know what I mean? So, okay. Now, down into the top 3. What is going to be number 3? Freddy's Revenge. I got a couple fun facts. The main character, Jesse, in real life, he is gay. I mean, this, and I've read online and heard of interviews that they have said that Freddy's Revenge will be the gayest one of all of them. Because you go back and watch some of the things Jesse was doing, and with the whole forming the bedroom with the mic, he was, you know, so it was, and had him being the main, you know, instead of a woman, you know, his girlfriend, you know, came in, tried to help him. I love you, Jesse. I love you. Lisa. Yeah, Lisa. I mean, she did a good job. And this is like, oh man, it gave some great moments. You're my children now. The pool scene, killing with the guy, and then you have the body, I have the brain. And Jesse really let that scream out. And I felt that, man. And this was dark, Jesse. And fun fact, Wes Craven was not a part of this because he was not down with the whole soul, body possession, the possessing people thing. Wasn't down with it, so that's why he wasn't in it. So, but it was a little darker, a little weird and crazy. Anyway, who is number 2? Boom! This may shock some people. But coming in at number 2 is the original Nightmare on Elm Street, where we introduced the world to Freddy Krueger. This is God. And it gave some cracks and moments with the whole kills had on the ceiling, and then drop. You know, it was a lot of creativity. Cause like they had a room actually made where it could spin around, where she actually is on the ceiling. Go watch the documentaries, Never Sleep Again, where you can see all these fun facts. And then the kills with Johnny Depp, baby boy Johnny Depp. He didn't like he's a jock because he was kind of small. Maybe he's a point guard basketball player. Maybe, I don't know. And he got pulled through the bed. Like this gave a lot of iconic deaths. It was cool. The ending ruined it because Wes Craven and the production company New Line couldn't agree on an ending. So that's why it looked the way he did. Like, okay, was this all a dream, or is this really what happening? Because in the end, you know, after Nancy turned her back on Freddy and left, and he disappeared because she no longer feared him. He had nothing to feed off of. And she walked outside her mother. Her mother's finally sober for once in the movie. And then she get in the car with her friends and stuff. Tina, Glenn, and Rod. So, and then the car just turned to a Freddy Krueger hood, top on top. And then next thing you know, they drive off screaming, and Freddy pulls Mom through the door. So it's like, what? Well, I don't know what's going on. And Rod did tell a crazy joke. It was funny, which good comeback by Tina. I had a dream last night about you, Tina. You had your name on my boner. Rod, I didn't know your junk was big enough to have my name on it. In other words, she got a teeny weeny. Coming in at number 1. Part 3. Part 3 is probably, I don't know, everybody knows favorite one. Dream warrior, not gonna dream no more. We're the dream warriors. Okay, sorry, went there. But it gave us a little more story about Freddy that we really didn't, you know, we didn't get so much in part 2. In part 1, they didn't give us so much. They introduced us and told us what he's about. But part 3, it really opened up doors. Like he was a child killer and all this other stuff. And that's why these kids like scared, like, why you have to? We don't do nothing. And they gave us a lot of funny parts. You know, Kincaid, he stole the show every time they put him on the screen. And they try to say that there's some sexual feelings that they're trying to hide. Like, oh great, now it's my dick that's killing me. You know? And then they're trying to put him in a quiet room. If anybody try to pull sleep, I'm gonna kick their ass. F you sit down. And he was going off. He stole the show, and they introduced us to Alice. Well, not Alice, I'm sorry. Sorry guys, not Alice. But it's so much stuff about this movie that I love. I'm really feeling this glove here, guys. Oh, the kill scenes. They were great kills with the whole puppet. Whoosh. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna say the best for last, and then with the look near the dude. And when you wake up, it's gotta get in the saddle for you. And the dude thought he like Harry Potter and Fred took. Sorry, kid. I don't believe in magic. Killed him. Oh, dude. It was just wow, crazy stuff. And the best kill. The TV kill. He popped that TV. This your big break, Jennifer. Welcome to prime time, bitch. And threw it head to the TV. Wow. Iconic. And it was scary. He had a couple of one-liners, but they were like scary one-liners. They were like one-liners that ended up with a kill. a bunch of like one-liners, like, oh, I'm just doing goofy, crazy stuff, like he did in Freddy's Dead. But this one was just beginning to end, and how they like gonna kill him. How they killed him, like, oh, we gotta get him the burial that he need. We need to bury this thing for real instead of putting him in the trunk of a Cadillac in a junkyard. So they buried him, and his bones came alive, which was weird but cool. Cause you imagine seeing some bones just come over the glove and trying to kill people. What I said earlier, they killed Nancy in part 3, so seeing her in Wes Craven's Nightmare, it kind of makes sense. It's kind of weird. You know, go watch the movies. Again, guys, this is my countdown and my movie ranking from worst to best of the Nightmare on Elm Street saga. Please, again, you want a glove? Go to www.razorgloves.com. And when you get it, guys, you will see what I mean. This thing just, it's weights. It is a little heavy. You need some real blades, man. You have to be careful when you open it. And also, go check out the documentary for Nightmare on Elm Street, Never Sleep Again. Now, Wes Craven passed away a few years ago, had brain cancer. But recently, the Craven family estate has gotten back control of Nightmare on Elm Street. So they're really interested in seeing who is really ready, who have a good script or anything that can come out and do Freddy Krueger movie. So that would be dope to see Freddy on the screen, even if, you know, they don't have Robert Englund in Freddy Krueger. But I've heard him say that he would like to see Kevin Bacon be Freddy Krueger. I don't know. Elijah Wood and his production company, they want to take up the movie. They want to take it up, Nightmare on Elm Street, and want to do something with it. Even they can just get Robert Englund in one movie. But I feel like if you bring Robert Englund back, it has to be a one and done movie. Because if you want him to do multiple movies, he already said that he only had like one Freddy Krueger movie left down. One. So, I mean, if you bring him back, you can have him be like another character or something, like a cameo. But I just don't think I would put him in it. I would let him be on the set, you know, help the new guy, Kevin Bacon, be the Freddy Krueger, get some points and tips. But, or just let somebody just do it without Robert Englund. Just, you know, I don't know. It's up to you guys. But anyway, feel free to like, share, comment down below. Tell me your rankings of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Your worst to best, and what you think about it. If you like them or you hate them, or you're in between, or you never seen one. If you haven't seen them, you are missing out. So, yeah. I'm your main man, Kel Breezy. And I'm always repping that Wrestling Rants 901. So feel free to go over to the Wrestling Rants 901 YouTube page. Check out the videos. Main man, Kel Breezy. See you again.